Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
You ever been to a bad wedding? You ever go to a wedding? Forget the wedding. It's a reception. You ever look and say, 6 months? Oh, 6 months. That's true. 6 months. Ain't going to work. And you look and say, what are we doing here? And you see people you don't know, and they have the suit that doesn't fit, or it's just not good. And then the poor girl walks down the aisle, and it's just not a good sight. Well, over the years, I had a friend of mine who every Saturday night, every Saturday, I think for maybe 25 years of his life, he never had he was at a wedding, because weddings apparently were on all the time. I thought weddings were seasonal. Wrong. There's always a wedding somewhere. And he played for a band or something, and he saw some good stories. And in no particular order was the following. Now, the good thing about the story is you have to imagine this. That always helps when you listen to a story, to imagine it, as opposed to just listening to a bunch of words and not putting up any kind of theater. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that if there's one thing that you got to understand, have you ever been around a fireman? If they smell smoke, they go crazy. They go crazy. It's just part of their thing. It's what they do. And there was a woman, it was a boathouse, this circular boathouse, and they had little votive candles around the perimeter of the boathouse. Little candles. And this woman, who was the mother of the bride or the daughter, I don't know who it was, she was reading something. No, thank you very much for being here. I'm so glad you could be here. I'm going to be here. And she apparently had on some type of taffeta, crinoline, polyester, whatever this stuff is called. But it was this very, very synthetic, big hooped kind of a dress, gown, whatever it was. So she's got her hair in the, looks like, somebody says she looked like Lulu Roman from Hee Haw. So as she's reading, she gets a little too close to one of these candles, and this thing catches on fire behind her, this dress. She was so busy focused on reading this, she was a little bit nervous, she didn't want to speak in public. But people were all of a sudden go, what's that smell? And it was kind of like my plastic lid that I caught on fire. And they looked up, and the way it was described, my friend said, it looked like this flame was coming up the back. There was a lot of padding and gauze, and it didn't get anywhere near. She was so busy. She was on fire. A fireman was across the hall, across the room. He yells, what's that smell? And he yells, fire. He ran. This is a big guy. Fireman, very big, very strong. Ropes, ladders, big. He jumped and dove because he had to do something quickly, because this thing, once it takes, she could have, suffered serious burns. And people were just standing there looking at her. And she's, on behalf of the Rabinowitz family. He dives and yells, fire, jumps, arms outstretched, knocks her over, rolls her on her abdomen, and spanks her to put the fire out. And he's wailing on her because this fire was serious. And she's still reading, her hair is all, and he's hurting her. This guy's about 6 foot, whatever it is. This woman was kind of large, but he's knocking the hell out of her. And then she never really recovered. She had to leave. That was one